Oh boy, I see Chris doing blackface over here. That's always fun.
On March 22nd, 2010, Christian uploaded a video onto YouTube concerning his dissatisfaction with a recent voice actor change in the cartoon series The Cleveland Show. This was posted around 36 hours after his proclamation to leave the internet.
Anyway, it's just been a bad day for me, still suffering with lingering heartaches from what happened recently. On the Cleveland Show, I liked Nia Long a lot better as the voice of Roberta Tubbs. I don't give a damn about this Reagan Gomez, what's her name. Her voice is just too high-pitched and just does not fit the character as best as Nia Long did. Seth and Seth MacFarlane and Mike Henry would do themselves a big favor by putting Nia Long back as the voice of Roberta. Anyway, it's just food for thought for today, so leave y'all with that.
Just a genuine review of the Cleveland Show. We respect that, Chris.
On March 28th, frustrated with his virginity, Christian made a video denouncing the concept of abstinence.
Just a thought that I'd like to share with everybody.
I didn't think he would have to.
If you're just learning about it, abstinence is nothing but crap. It is a whole fucking bunch of baloney. In fact, if I had the opportunity, if I was in an assembly, I would stand right up in my chair and I would say, fuck abstinence!
Does this guy still go to church every Sunday at this point? Or did he stop? I imagine his church would love to hear this.
If you got abstinence, then what you get? End up being an adult virgin, or even worse, a senior citizen virgin, and that is like a hell to most anybody.
That's crazy. Being a virgin is the worst possible thing that could ever happen to a human, according to Chris.
Around April 4th, Chris made a new account on the online dating website OkCupid under the username Chris C. Sonichu. The earliest known version of his profile was very similar to his previous efforts at dating sites, though notably, he changed the minimum age for a sweetheart from 18 to 21.
Yep.
He wrote his self-summary both in English and in Spanish to the best of his abilities. Perhaps in an effort to appear more mature, he omitted any mention of his virginity and presented himself wearing a cap, sleeveless shirt, and denim vest, a drastically different outfit from his usual striped, colorful attire. He also listed a personals ad on the Hook Cafe under the nickname Direct to Sex.
That's
on this profile, Chris seemingly gave up on his dream to find true love, instead seeking a purely physical encounter. I am an honest, compassionate gentleman with a good sense of humor. I am looking for good times with a woman. I'm not getting any younger. I would like a 21 to 28-year-old woman with a pretty face,
at least
a sexy
his
slim to average body, and an honest and compassionate personality. Show me your honest and sweet interest and love.
At least he's being honest with his intentions. I respect it. You gotta respect that.
Smokers, overweights, blacks, and liars need not apply. His new dating profiles were quickly found.
That is terrible. That is just terrible. Smokers, overweights, blacks, and liars. The only thing that is respectable there are liars, I'd say. And it's hilarious how
his dating profiles were quickly found by trolls. And on April 5th, Chris was contacted by Hook Cafe user Jackie Romy, whose profile strongly coincided with Christian's preferences for a partner. This was yet another persona created by the private villa of corrupted citizens.
Jax, that's great.
Jackie sent him an email asking about video games and also commented that he was cute. Chris excitedly responded, listing all his favorite video games to play, and suggested that they should meet up in person as soon as possible for a chance for Jackie to play with him in addition to his games. A day later, taking into account Jackie's sexual career, he asked her if she had been recently checked for sexually transmitted diseases. She answered, revealing that she had been with only 6 men and was free of STDs. When asked, Christian confessed that he was a virgin and also happened to be STD-free. Despite his inexperience, he claimed that he was confident in his abilities after watching a considerable amount of porn. In his next exchange,
I mean, if you saw him with the blow-up doll, I mean, he was going at it, and I think he did a pretty good job. I think he was doing pretty all right.
On April 9th, Christian's listing on the Hook Cafe was removed by moderators, possibly as a result of the many troll accounts that were created
once I'm up to date,
him.
man, I'll do it.
Jackie encouraged Christian to take a camera with him when he went to confront Snyder at the game place, claiming that it would offer security in case the manager lied about his account of the events, when in truth, Chris was told this because the PVCC knew this would result in an entertaining video for the trolls' amusement. On April 11th, he informed her that he went to the game and hobby store after church, breaking the law by trespassing.
Yeah, so he's still
But after an
going to
employee
church.
informed Chris that Snyder wasn't present and threatened to call the police, Christian left the premises. He promised to return the following day, knowing that the manager would be there. He also made plans with Jackie for a date, revealing that he hoped their encounter would swiftly lead to something special. On April 12th, Christian returned to the game place, recording the audio of the event with a concealed camera on his person.
4:34 p.m. Monday, April 12th,
Captain's log, that's awesome.
I am about to go into the game, comic, and hobby place, also sell toys there, to try to get myself unbanned and get forgiveness for the mistake I had made almost a year ago when I was banned from the store in June of 2008. The dude who banned me his name is Michael Snyder.
It's been 2 years since that happened, and he is still so desperate to get back in.
Hello, I'm here to see Michael.
Chris encounters Snyder, who is in the middle of fixing a remote control car while talking with someone. Chris waits until he finishes.
Hello, Michael. I see you're looking well. Haven't changed much since for the past almost 2 years.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it has been almost 2 years since what happened June 2008. But I came back hoping that we could put that behind us. And come on, I mean, it has been almost 2 years, and it's just been on my mind for so long. Just be can't we just forgive or forget?
Bro is a simple man. I respect that.
Come on, dude.
No, you need to leave now.
How can you be so heartless? I mean, you're obviously not as mean as one of those trolls I've been dealing with.
This is so
I
Sigma.
mean, come on. I mean, obviously you had something against me, aside from the Wii incident. I just would like to know what. Come on, give me a break. Alright, fine, I'll leave. But I hope that God will forgive you for being so heartless and
You
cruel,
are not
Michael
helping
Snyder.
your case, brother. He probably will. Nah, hombre.
During the
Nah, hombre.
confrontation, Snyder called the police, but they arrived after Christian had departed. Later that day, Christian uploaded the video on YouTube, urging his followers in the video description to troll and harass Michael Snyder.
Wow, Chris.
Snyder himself left 2 comments on the aforementioned video, stating that the officers told him that he had no recourse for pressing charges against Chris's trespassing and inciting mass harassment. Instead of the slew of provocation encouraged by Chris, Snyder was greeted by a great number of calls of support and congratulations for his display of level-headed authority. In the meantime, Jackie and Chris continued to email each other. She stated that she was angered by Christian's childish conduct at the game place and also expressed concern over his excessive free time, encouraging him to work harder at getting Sonichu published
She's
or learning how
great.
to play the guitar. In addition, Jackie asked him to make a video showcasing his alleged sexual prowess, with Chris likening his performance style of
Yeah,
cunnilingus
Alec has
to the
fallen
act of
off the
licking an
deep
ice
end
cream
like
cone.
crazy.
Chris declined making the video, citing the numerous times in his past when upon sending intimate videos and photos to online
W.
girlfriends,
Chris.
they would soon
W.
leak onto
Chris.
the internet. He
He's
instead asked her
learning.
to explore the quickie, prefacing that even though the narrative tone of the website was insulting and demeaning, there was truth to the content presented there.
That's a little interesting.
Jackie came back, reporting on
W
what she had
is, I guess.
discovered. She expressed grave concern over his treatment of past sweethearts, saying that he moved on from one to the other incredibly quickly, even when
Real.
some have apparently died, referring to Panda Halo. She also accused him of lying when he declared that he never cheated on Ivy, forgetting about his so-called affair with Vanessa Hudgens. She demanded evidence for his commitment to her. On April 19th, Chris finally conceded and made a video titled "For JR Eyes Only," which showed how he would pleasure Jackie and shared it privately, only with her.
Yeah, let me apologize for that
He
thing.
never learns. He just
for
never
even
learns.
leading you to the quick key. I just wanted to let you know about what happened to me before. I just felt concerned about that. And then with that, reading what you...
I haven't even noticed the shirt. His shirt says Mountain Dew Me. Bro. I need the shirt. I need that shirt.
I'm gonna show you some ways on how I can pleasure you.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not
Okay.
prepared. I am not ready.
I got a few ideas. Like,
Please
would
don't.
definitely give you some finger play. Lots of fingers. But yeah. I could be like. You lick your pretty little click there. Tickle your pussy. Oh, and here's the fun part. I can roll my tongue. I put it in there
Oh yeah.
and extend it while it's in there. Can you imagine that? I got other ideas as well, but I just can't think of them right now. But hopefully that's not good enough for starters and to make up for that. And yeah, I have been under confusion for a little while, but seriously, Ivy?
Wow! Wow!
I do love you and I care about you.
He calls her Ivy, dude. That is actually terrible. That is hilarious.
Also, another thing to make up for this, I'll review another thing about myself.
Okay, yeah. Please reveal more.
I actually do have a bit of a belly, but also with that,
you don't say.
Man boobs. I'm telling you this in strictest confidence that you will not laugh at me. But while I walk, they do bounce, so I have to. I wear a sports bra.
This is great.
Works very good. Keeps them from bouncing. I'm a 42 bust. Alright, well, hopefully we can move on and resume our relationship with emotions, or otherwise restart it. I love you, Jackie.
Wow.
Love you.
Yeah, this is so cringe. He referred to her as Ivy earlier in the video, and then ends it off with "I love you, Jackie." That's just wow. That is just terrible. Look, he still has the Playboy poster, I think, from a couple like parts back.
Upon watching it, she angrily confronted Chris because he accidentally called her Ivy, trying to make him confess that he didn't truly love her. Chris told her that he regretted informing her about the quickie and his internet business, and suggested that they should go their separate ways, as the relationship was turning out to be less than ideal for him. Jackie wrote that she was above all most mad at him for his laziness, unwillingness to improve himself, and his disregard for the women in his life. Nevertheless, she decided that she was still open for the possibility of a relationship if he started behaving like a man. Christian decided that it would be best if they ended the discussion, coming to the conclusion that he never truly loved her. Jackie accused him of only being after sex, and even so, highlighted the fact that when she was hinting at getting physically involved, Chris ultimately put in more effort in playing video games rather than responding to her advances.
Damn.
He accused her of branding him asexual.
I mean, wasn't their relationship based solely off of like the physical altercation between each other? Didn't both of them just want sex?
This was the end of Chris and Jackie's exchanges for the time being. Jackie soon uploaded their email correspondences and his oral demonstration video onto the quickie. At the same time, a troll who went by the name Sydney Kirch began contacting Chris via email, allegedly mistaking him for another Chris she had met at the game place. After a few email exchanges, they shared pictures of each other and both expressed interest in meeting up sometime in the future. To describe himself to her, he copied and pasted his profile from OkCupid.
That's
Sydney
great.
likewise offered up her own biography to him. After failing to receive any email replies from Chris, she decided to call him.
Hey, is this Christian Weston Chandler?
Oh no, you sound like a guy.
It's Sydney.
I don't. Nope.
Oh my god.
Nope. Yeah. Is this Blue Spike?
I'm so happy.
I don't believe
well,
this.
I mean,
I don't believe this.
Yeah,
I don't believe
received
this.
Your email,
This is not real.
And upon my recollection, I don't.
This is a guy.
recall
This
talking
has to be a guy.
You through email before you first sent me the email recently, so I am uncertain about things. So forgive me for being skeptical.
Oh no, that's okay. Do you remember?
No.
I
No,
went to the game.
I don't.
I mistook you for someone else.
Yeah.
Look, anyway, hey, look, you sent me a picture, I really liked your picture. You were very, very handsome. Have you ever been told that?
Yeah, I have been told that, and thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, hey, let me ask you, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Nope,
You're
nope,
19.
nope. That's not there. That's not there.
Yeah.
Come on, Mark. No spoilers.
yeah,
I
so
feel
you
like
want
there's
to
no way. There's
hook up
just
with me
no
or
way. This
something?
gotta be. This
Yeah,
gotta
I would really
be.
like that.
And
Yes,
possibly
I
start
would.
a potential relationship.
I would. Wow, I tell you what, if you would date me, that would be really, really impressive. You're
Said
a very
no one
attractive man,
genuinely
and
and ever.
really-
Dismayed by the lack of a sweetheart, Chris decided to advertise himself as a male escort under the alias Carlos Chantor. He tried to apply to Charlottesville's Naughty and Nice escort service, but was rejected. He then
Wow.
printed out and discreetly passed around cards advertising himself. How exactly he went about this is unclear. He also created a profile page on escort.com under the
That
Carlos
is
Chantor name.
hilarious.
Experience for her pleasure.
Okay.
Hey ladies, I am a cool dude to hang with, and I can make you feel good emotionally and show you a fun time. I enjoy a lot of things. I'll let you know when it's going too far. Give me a call to hook up. 434 area code
Bro
only.
is so freaking
Available
desperate.
as an accommodating male, master/slave,
Oh, wow.
model, masseuse,
Oh, wow.
stripper/dancer, escort. He failed to receive any messages, and his scheme ultimately failed.
As you may have noticed, I am standing here today topless, as you might say. I do this in defense and in protest because every time I see a male individual who goes around, runs around, or exercises shirtless, it is very offensive to me, and I do not appreciate that. And I'm sure there is it is offensive to a lot of other people as well. As a matter of fact, if I could, I would say that I would make a law that would require all male individuals to wear a sports bra while they are out exercising or working if they insist on being shirtless.
How is this offensive to him? Is it offensive because they are more fit than him? He feels offended because people are have more confidence being shirtless when they work out.
Come on, dudes, get with the program. Nobody wants to see these nips, and things are better left a mystery. I leave you all with that, and you have yourselves a pleasant, safe...
He says as his dick is all over the internet. That's great.
After a lack of new pages of issue 11, the sysop of the Wikipedia uploaded an entirely troll-created Sonichu issue 11, copying
This is
Chris's
great.
hand-drawn style and continuing the dark tone established in issue 10. 2 days later, Chris discovered the new Sonichu issue on his site and replaced the pages with a message stating that the book was yet to be completed, singling out lack of inspiration for his failure to update the comic. He further attempted to convince his fans in a blog post that the comic was clearly not his doing, since the drawing style was not his own, and that none of the Sonichu children were dead. On May
Your
3rd,
profile.
Panda Halo sent a surprise email to Chris, letting him know that she still cared for and worried about him. She directed him to a page on the Quickie, which allegedly showed how Clyde Cash and his buddies installed a mod chip on Christian's PlayStation 3's Wi-Fi antenna, which had been transmitting personal data to the trolls for years.
This is the first time
Believing
Chris
the
used
info
his
presented
brain.
to him, Chris took it upon
Damn.
himself to deal with the issue. The so-called mod chip was in fact merely the Wi-Fi antenna, and by removing it, Chris believed that it prevented the trolls from hacking into his PS3 account and collecting personal data. He proudly showcased the alleged bug he removed in a video uploaded on May 5th.
Hey, yo, Dro, you got nothing going on for you, because you know what? I removed it. The Wi-Fi antenna. It gone. You ain't getting my PS3 anymore.
Oh boy.
You bunch of dumbasses. And yeah, I do spend a bit of dough on my grill. But you know what? I'm no different from y'all.
Why are you
I like
talking
to
like this?
pimp a ride.
Why are you speaking like this, Chris?
I'm out.
Please
Peace.
chill, bro.
After realizing that the antenna was not a bug at all, he informed the rest of the trolls by pretending to be a troll himself who was staying across the street from Christian's house, creating a new account on the Quickie under the username Jenkins Jinkies.
Bro is intelligent.
On May 8th, Christian attended an extreme action sports event at John Paul Jones Arena after winning 4 free tickets in a phone-in contest on the radio. Unfortunately,
Dude, that is
he was
insane. Chris just keeps winning things. What is this man's luck on these things? Like, why does he just keep winning, like, contests and shit? That is crazy.
After returning home, He made a video explaining his belief that the people of Greene County have been conspiring against him since the early 1990s.
I send this message.
Bro is now schizophrenic. This is great. This is good.
Threatening to put me in a mental institution. That was pretty much why we had to run away and move to Chesterfield County. And I had a better life over there. I had so many friends over there in high school. And I was just sad to leave when after I graduated, because I had to leave all my friends.
That is such a sad like character, I guess, arc, I guess, of like high school really being the last time Chris was genuinely, I guess, happy. I mean, I can't say the same. I just graduated high school. I think I'm happier now than I was being there and like going to school. I guess it's because he had a routine. Because going to high school, you go to high school like Monday through Friday, and you're expected to like see people. You're expected to meet people. You're expected to talk to people. You're expected to do work. And ever since then, I guess even college, he kind of half-assed that. And ever since then, he's never had any sort of responsibilities or obligations. And I imagine that is what ruined him. So it's depressing, man.
But we were forced to move back here. You people of Greene County, you could not have left me and my family alone. You had to go and pay off the realtors just so this house here could not have been sold. Because if it had been sold, we would have been able to stay in Chesterfield County. And I would have had a happier life over there than right now, than how I'm feeling. Because we were forced to move back here because of you goddamn people who were afraid of autistic individuals.
Still has the victim complex, though.
You individuals would know who you are. I wish my family and I did not have to move back here. I wish we could have stayed in Chesterfield County, because I had the better life there. And we were doing well, but you had to drag us down. You had to make us unable to sell our house here. You had to force my family to move back here. Well, I was okay, and I have a couple of friends, and I'm better off with stuff. That stuff is no good if I don't have many friends to share it with.
It's sad, man.
It all just went downhill. I bet even Greene County had something to do with influencing
like his concerns, right? You know, not having friends and not feeling like you could really trust anyone, especially at this point of his life, this deep into like the Christian story. Like, it's understandable that he might feel this way, like having no friends, no one to really share his experiences. Really, the only people that he can trust are his parents, and even then they have their fair share of problems themselves. Was Chris ever really loved, like even by his parents? Did they actually love him at all? I think his dad loved him. Bob loved him. Barb, I think, cared for him. I don't know. I don't know what do y'all think, but Bob for sure I think loved him, and I think that's it. That's really it. Like, he had who was that old teacher that he was really fond of back in like elementary. But the thing that brings it down, he's still resorting to like blaming everyone else, being like, if it were for Greene County, if it were for Michael Snyder, if it were for that school, if it were for you guys, for those trolls, if it weren't for you, Chris, if it weren't for you acting the way that you are on the internet, this would not have happened. Like, he just blames everyone.
That goddamn Michael Snyder to see any recourse or anything like that to make him pretend to have a reason to kick me out, quote unquote, scaring his customers away. You goddamn greedy Snyder. If I'd stayed just for county, I would have been a whole lot better off. wish you would have let us to our house here. We could have stayed there. I wish we did not have to move back I wish we did not have to move back here nearly 10 years ago. Laugh all you want, trolls. Because I don't give a damn.
He clearly gives a damn.
You're all just immature, naive,
He said the word, holy shit.
condescending, soulless monsters. You don't care about others. You only care about yourselves. You only care about getting your own laughs and kicks because you don't have your own social life. You threatened me from trying to seek one of my own by scaring me on the internet and whatnot.
Catch me on Fiverr for all your dry, monotonous narration of voiceover needs. That's badass. Does he still have it? Could I get this man to do it? That is great. Last delivery 4 days. This is awesome. We'll get him to voice over an intro. We'll get him to voice over an intro, dude. Gino on that grind. I respect this. I'm gonna favorite this, dude. I'll get him to voice over an intro for me, man.
What is up, my fellow gamers?